good evening. This is News Around Africa, and we're broadcasting from African Free Press Television. My name is Leo Ketan. These are the stories we're tracking for you at this moment. There is currently an outbreak of violence at the headquarters of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in Abuja. About 1,000 youths are at the secretariat of the party, where APC leaders are holding a meeting over the Kogi State election. They came in buses marked Dekina, a local government area in the state. On sighting Yahaya Bello, who arrived at 2:48 p.m., they went out of control, attempting to attack him. It took the efforts of security agents to smuggle Bello from the midst. The youths are believed to be supporters of James Faleke, running mate of the late Abubakar Audu, and Bello, the preferred choice of the APC for Saturday's supplementary election. Agents of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have arrested some top-ranking officials of the Office of the National Security Advisor who worked under Sambo Dasuki, the office's immediate former chief. He added that the official's arrest was connected to the ongoing investigation of a $2 billion weapons contract scandal involving Mr. Dasuki. The embattled former NSA, Sambo Dasuki, has been under intense pressure from law enforcement authorities over his alleged role in orchestrating the stealing of $2 billion meant for a massive arms contract. The allegedly stolen funds were intended to purchase weapons to fight Islamic terror group Boko Haram. And meanwhile, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has stated that government at the federal, state, and local levels must do more to create jobs. He gave the advice at the 10th anniversary and 6th and 7th convocation ceremonies of Tai Solarin University of Education, Ijagun Ijebode, and TB Joshua, and two contractors facing trial for criminal negligence over a church building collapse that killed 116 worshippers failed to appear in court on Monday, prompting the judge to adjourn the case. The case at the Lagos High Court followed a coroner's ruling in July that blamed Joshua's Synagogue Church of All Nations and two engineers for the September 12, 2014 tragedy. Most of the victims were South Africans. Coroner Oyetade Komolafe, in his verdict, attributed the collapse to structural failures and said the church should be prosecuted as the 6-story guest house did not have planning permission. And the former Nigerian Minister for Petroleum, Mrs. Diezani Alison Madueke, has debunked allegations that she wasn't in good terms with the former First Lady, Dame Patience Jonathan. She made this disclosure while bearing her mind in an interview with the CEO of Ovation Magazine and the Boss newspaper, Mr. Dele Momodu, in London. She noted that people don't know they've been family friends for long. She recounted how her mom, Mrs. Beatrice Agama, had always played the role of a grandmother in the Niger Delta, and all the militants loved and respected her. 16 people died in a fight between rival gangs in a maximum security Guatemalan prison where security forces are still working to regain control, Deputy Interior Minister Elma Sosa said on Monday. The perimeter of the Granja Penal Canada facility has been surrounded by army and police officers, Sosa said, adding that authorities had avoided entering the prison on Sunday when the fight broke out amid reports that several inmates were carrying firearms. The decision was meant to mitigate risk to security forces and other inmates, he said. And a security drill at the Nairobi University has caused mass panic among staff and students after security forces used what many thought was live ammunition to stage a pretend attack on the school. Social media went into override on Monday afternoon as security forces simulated an attack against Strathmore University's Madaraka campus in the Kenyan capital, with many believing the incident was real. A number of students from Strathmore were injured on Monday when they attempted to flee from the school, with the Kenyan Red Cross confirming that at least 2 patients were hospitalized. Their condition is unknown, but reports have it that at least one of the wounded was in critical condition. Local media reported that some people jumped from the 3rd story of a building to flee what they thought was an attack on the campus, while photographs showed others perched on the ledges of a building. And still on his tour, Pope Francis had made a visit to a communally sensitive neighborhood in the capital of the Central African Republic, urging the Muslim and Christian communities to set aside their differences and focus on rebuilding relations. Francis visited on Monday the Central Kodoku Mosque in the besieged Bangui district of PK5, area that has seen some of the most horrific Christian-Muslim violence since a coup of March 2013. He described Christians and Muslims as brothers, urging them to reject hatred and move towards a path of reconciliation. And that's the news coming from African Free Press Television on News Around Africa. For more stories, please do log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press, like our Facebook page at African Free Press. Join us in our discussions on various interesting topics on African Free Press Forum, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Leo Oketa. Good night.